We have lost a legend. We have lost someone who has inspired others.
Family, friends, and the music world are mourning the death of rapper and songwriter Nipsey Hussle, who was shot and killed yesterday afternoon in Los Angeles. The 33-year-old was one of 3 men shot outside his Marathon clothing store. He was rushed to hospital where he died. A candlelight vigil held early today at the site of the shooting. The rapper's real name was Ermias Ashgedam. He grew up in South LA and was in a street gang during his teenage years, but then became a community organizer.
He inspired everybody to be different. That's what hurts the most.
The tributes are pouring in on social media from the biggest stars in music. Drake saying on Instagram, "My whole energy is at a low right now hearing this. We just linked for the first time in years and said we were going to do a new song this summer because it had been too long." And Rihanna tweeted, "This doesn't make any sense. My spirit is shaken by this." Pharrell Williams wrote, "You were about something positive and for your community in every chance you had to speak. And because of that, you inspired millions, millions who will uphold your legacy forever. Rest amongst the stars." And our own Devo Brown had this to say about the music world's loss.
A loss in the music world, but also a loss in his community. He's from the Crenshaw neighborhood, and yes, he is a part of the Crips. He's never hid that fact, and that's been an ongoing thing, but he's also always given back and trying to change his ways. He had a meeting scheduled for today with the police commissioner of Los Angeles and the chief of the LAPD to talk about how they could stop the gun violence and the gang violence in the community. He was working on a concept album called Exit Strategy, which ironically, of course, was going to be his last album, he said, but when you add the gang ties to it, it kind of makes sense with that title. So, lost in the music world, and, you know, the LA Lakers called him an artist and an activist. Other ones say that he's a hip-hop Samaritan.
So gifted. I'm the type that's gonna go get it.
So far, there has been no arrest in the shooting. Nipsey Hussle's debut album, Victory Lap, was nominated for Best Rap Album at this year's Grammys. He leaves behind a young daughter and son. Nipsey Hussle dead at the age of 33.